And then he gets a FaceTime phone call, okay? And he doesn't recognize the number, okay? He's like, that's weird. And his wife's like, answer it, as any wife would, right? He answers the FaceTime call, and then they're like, hello, what are you doing? Who are you?
Welcome back, Motivation Nation. It is your host, Air Gordon. Listen, not gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right into this. This guy works at a club, and he has a warning for all of us. So let's see what he's trying to warn us about. Let's get off into this.
Strip club. I just got off work at the club, and I wanted to tell you guys something that a husband and wife told me. A husband and wife customer that blew my mind, because you need to be warned. Scammers are not fucking around out here. And I've heard some working in the strip club. I see a lot, and I've seen a lot. But this guy comes in with his wife, right? And we're chopping it up. They're having a good time, enjoying the girls. They're throwing money. Everything's cool. Coolest couple in the world, right? But we start talking, and I start talking about my content. He starts talking about something crazy, and we're sharing crazy stories. And he's like, oh, yeah, we just came from the police station before we came here. You want to hear what happened? I'm like, yeah, I want to hear what happened. So him and his wife were watching a movie, right? Just chilling, watching a movie. And then he gets a FaceTime phone call, okay? And he doesn't recognize the number, okay? He's like, that's weird. And his wife's like, answer it, as any wife would, right? He answers the FaceTime call, and it is somebody, let's keep it G-rated. They're massaging themselves aggressively, and it's a woman, right? And she's just going to town, making some cake batter, right? And he gives the phone to his wife. He's like, babe, look at this. And then they're like, hello, what are you doing? Who are you? The video's not answering back. It's a pre-recorded video that somebody sent. They hang up the phone on him, right? Immediately they start texting him, like texting him weird messages, and then they send him a picture of a screenshot that the phone took. So it's a screenshot of this man's face when he just, opened the phone, and then a screenshot of that nasty, nasty video, right? Now they sent another screenshot. They had AI change this to a fucking picture that they had of a child. They had a child replace that screenshot, so it looked like this man was looking at a bro. Like, I was like, imagine if his wife wasn't.
Okay, let me stop this. Okay, let's just stop right here. I don't want to say that this story is made up because I like to take things at face value and take things as they are. But just something just doesn't sound right about this. I mean, why would someone answer? Or maybe it's just me. Maybe people do this. But why would someone answer a FaceTime call from a number that they do not know? I distinctly remember I used to get random phone calls from FaceTime. I'm not answering it. I don't know who this is. And because it's FaceTime, your face is going to show up. So I deactivated my FaceTime. So I can't even get random FaceTime calls because I'm not answering numbers I don't know, let alone a FaceTime, and my face is up. So you're going to answer the FaceTime call, put your face on the screen to a complete stranger. That's number one. It's one thing if you answered it and covered up your front screen, your front camera, or had your front camera turned off so they can't see it and you're just listening, but you're going to put your face on a FaceTime call with a complete stranger. And then we're going to take it a step further where you're watching a young lady massaging herself, as he stated, and then you show it to your wife. This just doesn't make any sense. And if you're that dumb to do that, then you're going to have some dumb consequences. But anyway, let him finish this story.
Right next to him. Like, what the? They were threatening him in the messages, asking for money, of course, threatening to blackmail him, send it to all his family, his Facebook accounts. They somehow got his number, so they were threatening him by pretty much just sending it everywhere, right? Not knowing his wife's right next to him. They go to the police station, as you and everybody should if this happens.
They do know his wife was next to him. He gave his wife the phone and told her to look too, man. What are we talking about here?
So, like, what the? And they told me that the police tracked them down, and come to find out, it was a number from all the way across the world in the Middle East. And the police told them that this is like a new scam. They get all their phone numbers from people and they do this. Just answering your phone could really your entire life. Craziest thing I heard tonight. Oh my God.
I mean, this is over dramatized. People get robo spam calls all day long. This is the new norm. It has been the norm since they deregulated the cell phone usage, where they can allow people to call people on their cell phones. There was a time when you had a cell phone, everyone's cell phone number was unlisted. Well, they deregulated that, and that's when there was a surge of spam calls to cell phones, because people were no longer utilizing home phones, because you would only get spam on a home phone. So ever since that happened, everybody gets a plethora of spam calls, and everybody gets a plethora of spam FaceTime calls. Everybody gets those chain text messages where it's 20 numbers on there and you don't know any of the numbers, and they send out some group text, and then you have to go and block each and every number so that you get off of those chain text messages from random people that you have no idea where this stuff is coming from. So unless you just fell out of the sky within the last couple of minutes, I would have to say, because I can't even say years, then you know not to be answering phone numbers that you don't recognize, that's unsolicited, and especially on FaceTime with this day and age of AI and everything else that can take place with you answering a FaceTime call and someone looking at your face and you're not looking at theirs. It sounds to me like, if in fact this is a true story, that these people are looking for a problem. And they got what they were looking for by answering a FaceTime call with a complete stranger. There's no way I'm answering FaceTime calls with a complete stranger. To contact me on FaceTime, you got to say, hey, man, let me call you on FaceTime. And I'm going to say, hey, give me a second. I got to turn it on. I'm not going to field FaceTime phone calls. But again, I'm from a different era. So I didn't grow up with FaceTime. For those people that grew up with this FaceTime and they talk on FaceTime all the time, maybe it's okay. Maybe that's okay to answer it. But in my era, my generation, no. No, I didn't grow up with that. No, call me on the regular phone and let me know what your number is so I can be anticipating your phone call. Otherwise, it's going to go straight to voicemail, because it's too many people playing too many games, and it's too many scams, and it's too many people draining people's bank account and trying to steal what people who are actually having to get up and go to work for every day, having to go and earn it. It's people out here trying to steal that from you. And I'm not going to make it easy. I'm not going to assist them in trying to steal from me or blackmail me or do any of those things. It ain't happening. So all you can do is try to protect yourself the best way that you know how. And one of those ways is don't answer random FaceTime calls. I'm sorry. That's just me. But anyways, y'all let me know what you think. Just let me know. Do y'all believe this story? Do you think this is real? Do you think it's fake? And if it is real, how would you have handled a random FaceTime phone call? And I'm going to say this because I say this on every video as we're growing at the end. If you made it this far, I do appreciate it. I do appreciate each person that watches to the end. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments. The channel's growing, and it's all because of you, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate the comments, even if you don't agree with what I'm saying. I do appreciate it. It's a respectful community that's growing here, and everybody ain't gonna agree with everything that I'm saying, and that's fine. We ain't here to always agree. It's different perspectives, and I can appreciate that from each and every one of you guys. But anyway, jump in the comments. It's that time of the video for you to let me know what you guys think about this. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.